You tell him, honey. Tell him to drop those antlers right now. How's it going? Today it's just me and Honey. I thought I was going to be able to get up in here far enough to actually look for an elk shed or two today. But as soon as we got to where I was hoping to get to, snow got deep. And so I'm gonna pull out, back down a little bit, go try a spot that I saw on the way in here. Have to probably give up on the elk sheds, but see if I can't get into some deer sheds today. See if we can't have another good day, and come along with me, see what happens. Check this out. We're up on a mesa here. Near as I can tell, only one way up on this side. Been circling, looking for a way. Found an old mining road. And I think I'm coming up to one of the mines that's up here. Piece of history right there. This would have been from 40s, 50s, something like that. Tell you what, I'd sure like to have all that barn wood right there. I'd like to make frames and whatnot out of it. It's a long ways up here to even think about trying to take any of it out of here. But that's cool. I'll see if there's anything left of the mine over here. The foot. Waha! Woo! Gotta have mad skiing skills. We're gonna try and see if we can't cross this canyon over here. Didn't get into any antlers on the side I started on. I don't know if this goes deep enough, but it's just a sheet of ice down here in the bottom, so it might not be possible to cross. We'll see. We will see. That would be a negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. There ain't no getting off on this side. That's about, well, not counting the narrow slot. I don't know if you can see that. The narrow slot that goes down it. It's about 150 or 200 feet down. Honey, don't get by that. All right, we will not be crossing this canyon here. Oh my gosh. Almost didn't see that. Look at this. Right there. Hang on, let me get a better angle. Check that out. One of the best cliff dwellings I've seen. And this is clear out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you can see that little round. Oh, there you go, that round room right there in the center. That's just completely intact. Oh, honey, you're freaking me out here. She keeps getting close to the edge, so we're gonna have to back off. Man, I wouldn't even have a clue as to how to even begin to get over to that. Because this canyon is just like this for miles. That is a cool ruin complex. Well, let's go see if we can't find some antlers. Gotta show you another one here. So we're about a mile further down the canyon than we were with the last ones. There is a single, I don't know if it's gonna show up. Right in that crack right there. Right there. There's a single room, probably a grain cistern. But look at, there's just simply that sheer cliff all along there. So it's in this cut right here. It's in this cut right here. You get around here, and you can see they were hiding. It's probably a grain cistern. They were probably hiding their grain. And you know, it's almost 200 feet from the top of the flat over there, and at least 150 feet off the bottom. So it would have been extremely difficult to get stuff there, so you can understand why would they be hiding it in places like that? Well, because it was being stolen. I need to find a way to get into the bottom of this canyon and go up it. Clearly there's a lot of ruins in here. These are the type of ruins that probably not very many people have seen. Not very many people would be able to get into a spot like this. Let's see, can you see? Hopefully you can see that it's tucked way up in there. We'll see. Go find it, find the antler. Got the wind right in our face. You ought to be able to smell that one. Right there. Not a very big one, but... Find him up. Find it. Oh. Her nose just told her she just went past it. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Boom. 100% nose. 100% nose. Good girl. Get it, get it. Good dog. Good puppy dog. Good puppy dog. Can't be much scent on something like that. You can see that she's 100%. Find that with her nose. Good girl. That is my way. That is my way out. It's the only way I can see to get up out of here. This is where you gotta have good boots. Gotta trust in your traction. The rest of this should be doable. Just a couple sticky spots. At least I'm videoing, so I, only have one hand to help. Okay. my hands on. Okay. Not gonna lie, I did not like that. But there was no other place it looked like I could get up. It's hard to get an idea for how steep stuff is. That was just a whisker shy of straight up and down. Boots had just enough traction that with my hands I was able to make that 20 feet of slick that was sheer. The only reason I persisted was because worst case scenario, I start sliding, I turn around on my butt, slide on my butt down to the bottom. I'm not gonna get hurt. You can't do stupid stuff. I'm 2 hours from the nearest help, so you know, if we had to get to a hospital or something. Can't do stupid stuff. That was difficult, but it had very little chance of me injuring myself. Just a very good chance that I would fall. Anyway, I think we're gonna go try a different spot here. Not really liking the vibe here. Not a lot of sign. I think I want to go back to a spot where I found some sheds before. And I'll be back. Alright. So I'm heading back to the vehicle. We're going to relocate. I just finally saw an elk track in here, but we're going to go to a different spot. I really wanted to find an elk shed today. I haven't found an elk shed since November. Been focusing on deer, and I had an absolute phenomenal winter for finding deer sheds. But my first love is elk, 100%. So I wanted to talk about a subject to get you guys' thoughts on it. When it comes to elk sheds, I often hear people say, on a deep snow year this, and on a shallow snow year they do this. And wanted to talk about that a little bit because now I think it is true that the smaller bulls that get into the bigger bachelor herds and the smaller raghorn bulls that hang out with cows, I think those types of bulls do winter according to snow levels. They will typically fight the snow and stay as high as they can. They like to be up high, and they'll move down as the snow gets deeper and move up as the snow gets shallower. But the bulls that we actually want to find, the big ones, it's different. My experience is big bulls usually winter by themselves or with one other bull. Occasionally you'll bump into a pair that have had a smaller satellite, you know, maybe a 4 or 5 year old bull join with them, and you'll have 3. But in my area, you typically have 1 or 2 bulls. And if they have a spot where they have feed and water and some peace, meaning lack of pressure on them, they'll go to that spot every year, and they will stay in that spot until they shed. And it's actually the shedding that triggers them to leave the area you're in, which is why it's critical that you don't push them out of there, because I can predict where 4 or 5 elk are right now. So I'm not going in there. This is a area I've never been in before. I'm learning a new country. Haven't bumped anything out or scared anything in here yet, but it would be stupid for me to go to the places where I know there are elk, because I've consistently found them there in the spring, and try to take a chance of bumping them out there. Those bulls don't know if it's a good snow year or a bad snow year. They don't know if there's 10 feet of snow on the mountain or 6 inches of snow on the mountain that year. They are going to where in the past they had security, food, and water. And the thing that actually triggers them to move is the shedding of their antlers. So they're not going to be in a different place because the snow's shallow this year, and a different place next year because the snow's deep. That's how it is where I'm at. You guys comment if you think about it, is that how it is where you're at, or is it different? Do you find that them in your area do bigger bulls do just what everything else does, and that play the snow level? Anyway, there's a question for you. Comment. I'd like to see what your thoughts are on it. Getting close to the truck here, so we're gonna go head to a different spot. Here comes
good old Red Betty.
Here comes Carrie through the trees. Denise is dropping off over there, and I got the first antler of the day. Look at that, nice 4. There we go. I just felt that thing tugging at me from over there. I know that's crazy, but I had to beeline it to here. Sweet. Let me see if I can't find the other side while they're getting over here. Yes! I either just matched him up, or I got another big 4. Look at that dude right there. Solid buck, big buck. Man, is he just a 3 on this side? No, he's broken. Broken there. Sweet. There's the way to start the day. The other side looks a little older than that. That's the only reason I'm wondering if I have a set or just 2 singles here. But right over the top of this hill, it looks like money.
It's fun. I'm like, he's on a mission.
Yeah, I could feel this one. It's chalk. It's not hard white. Just a cool big old buck with a great eye guard on him. Let's go up and look at the other side. Look over the top of that Brigham T. I could tell that you didn't have the angle on it. The eye guard is what makes you think it is him. I'm not sure. Look at how crazy that side is. And it is a right and a left at least. I mean,
well, it's got the same mass all the way through well, at least that point.
Huh. All right, what do you think? I think it is a match because of the burrs. Same exact way they come off there on the end. A little bit of hook on both of the eye guards. He just quit trying on that main beam. There we go though. That's a solid way to start the day. Alright, I got something up here. With my eyes, I was like, oh, there's an antler. And I put up the binoculars and it's like, nah, it's not an antler. I don't know why this happens, but I look with my eyes again and I'm like, no, that's gotta be an antler. It's gotta be an antler. But for some reason, the angle I had at it, we're walking this flat. There's literally no deer sign, no droppings, no tracks, nothing. But I'm just sitting here thinking, this looks like antlers. Too much to not have antlers in it. Yeah? I think I was seeing these sticks here. Big old hard white. Great eye guard. It's a hard white, crappy forks, but decent buck. Another hollow base, double eye guard.
Harry, where are you? I'm walking right down the middle of the town. Only on crack.
Denise is joining me on this descent. I promised her that the sheds down here would be knee deep, so fingers are crossed.
You guys be safe. I'm gonna.
All right, finally I got all the way to here. See my footprints? Walking along, and I turned and looked over my shoulder. Look at that. Just about missed it. Another solid 4 with crabby. Crabby. I mean, it's a big framed heavy buck, but crabby. That's the theme of the day right there. That's a good one. They've been hard to come by today. Anyway, we're going to keep pushing through here, see if we can't find anything. Hopefully that won't be the last one of the day, but if not, then thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up for me if you would, and subscribe if you haven't. We'll keep seeing if we can't get into some more stuff, and maybe we'll turn up the other side of this one and something big. Yes, we got another one here. There it is. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a giant. No, it's a 3. That was a giant termite. Big framed buck. See it there? Big framed buck for a 3-point. No, he's a 4. It's this same buck, isn't it? It's the same buck as the buck I picked up, or so close, I don't know. I guess it can't be because the older antler's the bigger one, but man, it's the exact same genetics. Gotta be its son. It's a 4-point that looks like a 2-point from a little ways away because the points are so crabby, but it's identical to the older one that I found that's bigger. And this one's a hard white. No, because the pedicle's smaller. Pedicles don't get smaller when they regress, but it's a cool antler. But when I said they have crazy genetics out here, they also have crappy genetics on some of them, and this is a good example. All right, well, there we go.
Well, I'm coming up off the benches. I'm going to come down to the bottom. I'm tired of doing ups and downs. Besides that, there's footprints all over up there.
Yeah, I would get closer to the middle because I came out the 2 sides in this canyon, but not up the middle. Anyway, there we go. One more. I feel bad because that's number 5 for me for the day, and nobody else has found anything. I hate that. I mean, it sucks. Everybody else is working just as hard, and I'm just the lucky one walking into them. But anyway, we're gonna keep heading on up this canyon, and hopefully Denise will pick one up before she gets there and gets out of it. You have got to be kidding me. Here is my boot tracks. My boot tracks are 4 feet. 4 feet from that shed. That's my boot tracks. That's worse than the one that Monson missed. Huh?
My boot tracks are right there.
Or is this your boot tracks? I hope it's yours and not mine.
I'm pretty sure that's mine from today.
Because look, that's got to be the other side of that Coke can buck. Or the other one, the other hollow base buck. But is that your tracks or mine? That's one of us from today.
Those are small. I bet they're mine. How big are they?
I think, let's see.
That's funny.
Let's see, what does the bottom of your soles look like? That's funny. One of us walked right past that thing. Well, I was just coming off right here, and I was right there again before I saw it.
Crazy.
We're lost. Not lost, but the way we're going to get out of here is not going to work, and it's about to get dark on us. We're trying to hurry up and get back to another spot, but it's going to be dark before we get out. But that's one of the matches. It's got to be to one of the other ones I've gotten here. Probably that hollow base one with the crazy eye guards. I got one of those too.
You can go out by lighter.
We have no flashlights.
We're prepared.
I have one flashlight that the batteries are dead. We got the cell phones, which I'm sitting here wasting battery on. And we've got to climb up out of this canyon, which I can't show you, but anyway, I can't believe that. I walked.
Seriously, 2 feet.
Of all the people that I've made fun of for walking past sheds, my only consolation is from this side, it's not that easy to see until you're right up on it. Guys, I kind of suck, I guess, because that's one of the antlers I was in here looking for, and I walked right past it.
3rd time's the charm.
If we hadn't got lost, I would have never found it. Anyway, I'll show you that set. I'm sure that's a set. Or, you know, my luck, it's probably the same buck, same side. But we got to get out of here. It's getting dark. I feel bad for making Denise come down here. Shed hunting is fun, remember?
This is not shed hunting.
This is cliff climbing in the dark, which isn't quite as fun with the LED light off of a radio to guide. Luckily, we're on a path I took last week, and so we know it goes out. So we just gotta plug our way out. All right, hey, I just want to do a quick little show on these antlers from yesterday. This one right here, after looking at him, I'm sure that's a match. Kind of crazy how his main beam on that one just ends. Nice big frame buck. First set we found yesterday. Kind of a cool buck there. Thing that strikes me about this one right here is, so this one's obviously the older, it's a chalk antler. This one's a hard white, probably from last year. But look at the similarity there. The genetic, the way the forks. I mean, if this was the chalkier one and this was the newer one, you would 100% say, okay, this is a newer, bigger year off of the same buck. But it's not the same buck, it's just the exact same genetics. This deer right here has to be this deer's father. 100%. They're just identical. And then here's the one that, very last thing yesterday. So here's another hard white, and I've noticed a lot of these in that area, these hollow base sheds, which is kind of weird. The last one I picked up yesterday was this one, and I knew when I saw him, again, this buck sheds hollow bases, but that right there is the same buck, just really weird genetics. Just crazy stuff. But there's enough similar there that that's a set right there. Kind of a cool buck. Anyway, what do you think about the genetics in that area? It's almost sad that this is obviously what's breeding all the does. Luckily, I got that one big typical 4 from last time that shows there is some decent genetics in the area. Hopefully those bucks get a chance to breed them out.